Hello, Karen here with your daily reading. Um, on my walk this morning, Spirit was talking very loudly about pathways. So I thought today, in keeping with that, I would use the Shamanic Healing Oracle. This deck's really speaking to me lately, so excuse my throat, been out with the flowers. And I hope the lighting's okay. Drop me a comment in the box because I got the lighting slightly different. It's very hot here, and I've opened the windows, so might be a difference in the light here. Okay, see what Spirit has to bring us. Okay, home again. Honouring your energy, psychic development. Let's have a look at the overall energy we have here. It's all good. This card came up the other day. It's all good, people. Yeah, this home card, we spoke about the labyrinth, you know, and the sense of returning to centre, returning home to source, really. It's the homecoming of the soul card, but also it's about soul tribe, so that can be your family or the people that you're considering your tribe. So yeah, interesting, because talking you know, Spirit talking this morning about pathways, and there is really only one pathway. I'll give you a little bit, as this has come up, a little bit of a story about what happened this morning. I was walking my path that I normally do out in the countryside, and there were two paths with long grass in the middle, and I was walking on one, and it was really fertile, and it was really beautiful grasses and wildflowers on it, and running alongside it was a dusty path that kind of looked worn down and kind of very empty. It didn't have all the growth in it, and I was kind of reflecting on my pathways and thinking, you know, and having had conversations with people in 40s, 50-year-olds, 60-year-olds, you know, this sense that there's a lot of us who feel we may have missed the boat or kind of missed out in some way in terms of our path. But Spirit was speaking very loudly that these two paths, just like this labyrinth path, they run together. So it doesn't matter whether you've taken that what appears to be a dry path or a fertile path, they're going in the same direction. So in that sense, we're not supposed to be stuck in terms of being concerned about what we did or didn't do, did or didn't achieve. You're still on that journey back to the centre. You're still going back to source, back to the central, and whatever way you get there, whether it's dry and dusty and doesn't seem to have kind of loads of fertility and fruit to it, or if you have, you're on the same path. That path that you've been on is leading you to the same way. So this overall energy, it's all good, is that sense, you know, that it's all good. There's no concern, no worry. We need to kind of put those things down. Any sense of failure, any sense of not achieving what was supposed to be achieved, because you have. Because the bottom line is, it's not your role and what you do, it's the path you're on. It's you know, it's your heart path, because you can do masses of stuff, but if you're not connected with your soul, it doesn't matter what you've got in your life in that sense. But if you're working on your soul path, then the produce of that is not you know, in material sense I'm talking, is not the greatest thing. And then we've got this honouring your energy. You know, this again is a talking about, and I'm interested, we have the sun in all of these at the top, you know, which is our individuality. But this honouring your energy, this sense of, as I was saying about doing, you know, we often are attached to outcomes, we're attached to what we should be doing. But this is about, you know, those days when you've got no energy, you're unmotivated, you can't move. It's that sense of not feeling guilty about your downtime. And I'm very aware the energy read was a strong message from Spirit for this week about slow down and kind of hold on to your energy. So yeah, honour your rhythms, whether that's through life or day to day. We need to honour the cycles, honour the rhythms. You know, flowers, trees, the elements, everything has that ebb and flow. It's a law of the universe, that law of rhythm. So yeah, that sense of honouring the cycles, the path, honouring your energy, honouring your body, and you know, we're going on here to psychic development. So in that sense, it's an honour of that psychic energy as well. So, you know, the whole idea of this psychic development is to reconnect us to ourselves, to others, to source, not to elevate us. There's that, you know, our psychic development is the development of discernment to kind of see and understand the path that we're on. So yeah, this is a really kind of tight message in that sense. It's, you know, for us not to get stuck in what we have and haven't. I mean, you know, you look on most of the social media, there's this competitive bang, bang, bang flow. Well, it's not even a flow, it's almost like a driven mode. So much information. So there's this sense of being connected to your soul, honouring your energy, which includes your soul energy, who you are. You know, develop at your own pace, develop the way that you need to develop, you know, let go of the comparison. I mean, the one thing I saw in those two parts was my shadow energy that is, you know, often comparing where I am and where I should be, you know, in comparison to what, I'm not quite sure what, but just that sense, probably conditioning. You know, we often compare ourselves to what we've been conditioned, what society expects us as, you know, whatever our role is or isn't. You know, there's expectations on us, and I think sometimes we kind of digest that into our subconscious. But this is actually honour yourself, honour your journey, you know where your centre, where your home is, who your soul tribe are. And your soul tribe are the people who love, support, encourage, that you click with, that it doesn't have to be family, you know. So yeah, it's a real sense of honouring yourself, your development, any development, not looking back and having that comparison on what you think you should be or where you should be. There was a real sense with those paths, you are where you're meant to be. And had I been on another path, I would have still been here in terms of soul journey. And I mean, really, it doesn't matter what you do, it doesn't matter how you live. If you're living in love and connection, the outward stuff is the abundance, the fruits, you know, they're gifts in that journey, but it's that kind of getting back to your center. And this, it's all good, this overall energy. I mean, that's a beautiful overall energy, you know. It's everything, every single thing is teaching. You know, if we really hold on to that idea, then we're not going to be walking into comparison. We're not going to be walking into that sense of I should be, or I could have. If this had not happened, I could have been X, Y, Z. So yeah, there's often, we don't have the control. We like to think we've got over our soul journey. This is spiritual, it's on another level, you know, and I think there's a real sense, yeah, I mean, the next card is self-love, you know, and I think the bottom line is we need to go with our own journey. We need to know ourselves, we need to know our rhythms, our cycles, our shadows, our light, our journey, our soul. We need to be connected to develop that discernment and to have that kind of beautiful kind of flow in our lives. So I'm going to pull us a daily healing as well to top the message off. But yeah, interesting. You know, I think we're all subject to that sense of comparison and the pressure that society brings, you know. But we need to be in our own rhythm. I think that's what, on our own soul path, developing at our own pace. And we need to respect those, you know, respect those people who are, you know, maybe in a different place from us, not judge them or slot them into you're not awoken, you know, you're not ascending or whatever that is. Just, you know, honour their energy and their cycles, because we're all going to go home, you know, we're all going to return to the centre, whether it's this lifetime or another. And we've all been in similar positions, or will be in similar positions at some point. So we got tides here, we got the water, the sea. Yeah, develop flexibility and aim to be in harmony in all environments. Yeah, we can only do that by honouring our energy, developing at our own pace, and following our path home, back to centre. So develop flexibility, aim to be in harmony with all environments. That includes the environment of you. All right then, hope they're helpful. Lots of love. See you tomorrow.